Hey, Dan here with ASP Technologies. I wanted to go over a few tips on installation of our Continu-Rate meter rollers. I'm going to start by showing you this is a meter roller that we've already assembled, but I'm going to show you how I've labeled this one. Before we took it apart, we always mark, okay, drive in 1, 2 to 8. So we always know I like to take them apart or number before we take them apart and put them back together the same way. I guess one thing, I'm not going to go through taking this meter roller apart. You guys know how to do that. One thing I want to talk a little bit about is on the inside of the meter housing. We're running a yellow. Of course, we run a yellow seal brush. I like to just remind everybody, put in new brushes if they're worn. This brush here has never had a tuning ring on it, and it's in really good shape. I'm going to reuse these, but obviously if there's been any tuning rings on them, consider putting new ones on, especially for this. Our Continu-Rate meter roller, since it's helical cut, the tuning rings cannot be loaded down the center of the segments like we were typically doing it on the original straight cut meter roll segments. They all have to be loaded towards the side that they could potentially walk themselves to as this thing is turning. So if this is turning this way, these could actually move. So we need to load them all on that side. So anyone that's been running tuning rings is going to have to put in a new brush, because we're not going to be running the tuning rings more than likely in the same spot as you were running them before. Tuning rings, there is a right and a wrong way. When you look at these, there is a small barb. They're not that easy to see, but you'll see it. So it's very important. There are a line of dots on the top side of this tuning ring, or on one side. Those dots have to be face down when we're going to install these on the meter roller. You'll see that when you get them, but that will make the barbs facing up, and otherwise you'll never get them on. They're just as hard to put on as the original. You have to just kind of work your way around. I fight with them just like on the old ones. Okay, I've got this one started. Once you get them started, they go pretty good. This tool here, this is a deer part. It's a PVC tool that just slides over the meter roller. It does help. Push them all the way to the bottom. And that bar prevents them from walking back, and now they'll be sitting inside they'll sit just inside the bearing there, and they can't go anywhere because they can't move back, and they're pushed all the way against that wall. The meter roller is going to turn this way, so the force is going to be towards towards this side of the mirror roller anyways. Same goes for the black. We'll take a look. We see this line of dots. Dots down. Sometimes just giving them a little hit. I have broke a couple of these putting them on. If you break one, call me, I'll send you another one or another few. Push them all the way to that end and you're good to go.